Oh, he wants to propose.
Oh, who wants to propose?
This man is kneeling down in front of this baby in red.
Okay. Is that it? No, I doubt. I don't think that's it.
So tell me about your father.
Well, it depends on what you want to know. What do you want to know about him?
How was he when you were growing up? What was your relationship with him like?
So I think I've talked about this quite a number of times. No, not a lot actually, but a few times. And it has been off camera, so I'm letting the whole world know. My dad is a cool man. That's literally all I can say. Like, for lack of better words, I would tell people that my dad is the best human I know, and I really mean that. He's, like, as a human being, right? I think he's the coolest person I know, coolest person I have met. And if I could be someone, if I could pick someone's life as per being a human, and then I would pick his life.
Okay.
He's that cool, so.
You guys sound very close.
Yeah, we are. We pretty much are. Am I closer to him than I am to? Maybe, I'm not sure, but I feel like we have quite a good relationship, and it has always been, because I think he told me a story, not one I quite have a fond memory of, right? But I scarcely remember like a few things from that story. I have like a few memories of the story, and it was a particular day. I was probably 4, 5 or so, and we had to he had to drive. No, he didn't drive. We had to see off an uncle of his that was traveling out of the country, so he took me along, and then we drove all the way to the airport and stuff. And he mentioned how we were behind together, his uncle was in front, and then the driver. And he mentioned how his uncle turned and saw me leaning on his, I think my head was on his leg, right? And his uncle said, I know, right? And then his uncle said they have quite, like, spoke to him now.
Yeah.
That he quite admires the relationship between
both of you.
Yeah, because it was not one that he had with his kids per se, and it was quite admirable. So yeah, that has quite. My dad is my guy. He's my guy. So yeah, we have quite a good relationship, I would say.
So it looks like both of you have a vulnerable, honest relationship.
Quite significantly, yes, because there are things I'll tell him before I tell my mom. Yeah,
That's first.
There are things I would not like rather tell him, but I feel like now my guy. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like, he's my guy, so
you just tell him.
Yeah, I'll just like I'll just tell him before I tell my mom, and that's like a soft landing, especially when the conversation or the topic of discussion is something
going to get to her eventually.
Yeah. So I feel like it's easier when I talk to him. When eventually gets to my mom, if it's something that probably is going to get her triggered, when eventually it's getting to her, at least he knows. So it's not coming from just me, it's coming from us both, right? So it sort of trickles down the effect of how triggered she could be if it's a conversation that's going to get her triggered. So yeah.
So basically, no, but you should actually go and check.
You did thanks. It's enough.
I know.
Tell me. What?
He moved to you. Like they passed by and I was trying to.
What do you mean?
No, I'm saying did he move to her? Hi. You get
Breezes.
My dad's also a cool guy. He's pretty chill. Yeah, he's jovial, likes joking lots. It's everybody. So yeah, he's not a funny guy.
I would like him then. I mean, it's cool to see a father that's jovial and funny type. Oh, that's cool.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think when you have a father who is jovial, it could or could not, depending on how they express it. It could make vulnerability harder in that relationship or easier.
Right. Yeah, I think it makes it easier actually, because I mean it's just instinctive for you to feel more free, right, and open with someone who is jovial and likes to, I mean, not like joke around, but is open and is not uptight and stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
you don't take everything so seriously.
Yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense. How much a father would go to express their love for their child, right? Not just in action, but in words. Because I mean, we can be very action oriented. I mean, I love you, and I show it, and
I mean, not say it.
Yeah, and they don't say it and stuff. But I feel like with this song, it's like a, how do I put it now? A kind reminder of what a healthy father-to-child relationship is, which mirrors the father-to-child relationship between we as humans and God, our Father, right? And I'm very particular about saying we as humans, because the song is not, the love relationship is not just one between
one gender.
Yeah, or not just one between Christians and God. Yeah,
okay.
Jesus literally died for the world.
Yeah.
And God so loved the world, not the church, or not that he gave. So it was love that fostered his giving for the world, not necessarily the church, or not. So the love relationship is not between God and Christians, right? It's between God and the world. So the love exists
for humanity.
Yes, for humanity, really. And it's just ours for the taking, which is where, I mean, I feel like this song also comes in. It's his love is ours for the taking, and yeah.
So how would you describe love outside of emotions? Because the love that God has for us is not one that is, I mean, you can't see God, so it's not one that is entirely emotional. So what does that look like?
Well, I think first of all, emotions are not things we see.
Yeah.
I mean, they have like, what do I call them? They have fruits, right? But inherently, emotions are feelings. I feel like that even makes it easier to describe the thing with God's love, right? Being that we can't see him, but we can feel, you can feel loved by someone. I mean, there's the part where you see someone do stuff for you. So I think in the same light, we can also feel what it means to be loved by God, in the context of him being like our father, right, and stuff. And I have quite an understanding of love that is, I won't say it's strange, but it's not common. And fundamentally, that would be, I feel like love is stronger a force than we
make it out
understand. Understand it to be, right? I feel like generally there's just this idea of love is that mushy thingy that's all soft and cozy and rosy and all of that we use to describe, or which is pretty much how we understand love, right? But to be honest, I feel like love is actually the strongest force that exists, because of its ability to, even as humans, right, what it can push us to do is crazy. When you actually do love someone, the things you can do, how far you can go, there's no telling most of the time, right? So I feel like we downplay how strong it is, which also, in the context of the conversation of we being loved by God as our Father,
Yeah.
also applies, because that's literally why there's no other reason that was recorded as the reason why God let Jesus die, why Jesus had to die. It's literally love. And I mean, everyone has a crazy love story. I mean,
Yeah.
almost everyone, right? There are one or two things you can say that, I was in love, that's why I did that. If I wasn't,
I wouldn't have done
definitely,
it.
yeah, that was definitely not gonna happen, right? So I feel like that's like a very strong why behind like the entire, well, the song, and then generally the conversation around love and how we can understand the love of the Father, regardless of whether or not we can see Him, we can feel His love. And I feel like largely people do long distance relationships. So if we can do that with humans, I mean, I
Yeah,
think we can do that with God.
most definitely.
Yeah. Why are they trying to ask OJ questions?
I don't know. This place looks like it could be a potential crime scene.
What kind of crime?
Like you burn somebody inside their car type of crime.
Fair. Actually, if we're being honest. But
Yeah, it
you
could
think
do.
of these things so much, don't you think?
Yes, I think that I do because actually there was one time I went